Alright, students, let's go ahead and now revise the chapter of warehousing. Sir, warehousing as a chapter is very, very important from exam point of view. Let's go ahead and start revising now. Warehousing. Sir, why is warehousing facility there under custom? Sir, might be your goods have come. Your goods have come, but you have lack of storage. So, sir, you can use the warehousing facility available under custom. Sir, you don't have funds to pay the duty, so you can file a bill of entry, which is into bond bill of entry, give a bond, and your goods can be transferred to the warehouse. Later, when you have funds, you can go ahead and get it cleared. Early shipment arrival means your shipment has arrived early and you don't want to clear it, then you can keep it in the custom warehouse. Or intention to trade might be you want to do bond to bond transfer and hence you want to keep the goods in the warehouse. Now they are going ahead and telling, sir, section number 57 to section number 73 will be going ahead and learning this in this chapter. Now, the first section number 57 goes ahead and talks about a public warehouse. Public warehouse is a warehouse where anyone's goods can be kept. So, custom mein public warehouse is a warehouse where anyone's goods can be kept. The second kind of warehouse is a private warehouse where only the goods can be kept of the licensee who has been given a license under custom. And the last warehouse which is there is section number 58A, which is talking about a special warehouse. Special warehouse is only for dutiable notified goods. Sir, following class of goods shall be deposited in a special warehouse like gold, silver, other precious and semi-precious metal. Goods warehouse for the purpose of supplying to duty-free shop in a custom area, supplying as stores to a vessel or aircraft, or supplying to a foreign privileged person. In that scenario, they are going ahead and telling special warehouse where goods will be stored. Always remember one thing, section number 57, public warehouse, anyone's good can be stored. 58, private warehouse, only the licenses goods can be stored. And 58A, special warehouse, only for notified goods. Are we clear, everyone? Remember, all the license is given, always the license is given by the principal commissioner or commissioner of custom. Remember, the public warehouse and the private warehouse are always on record based control. They are always on record based control and physical control of the department. Custom department is not there. However, in case of special warehouse, custom officer ka physical control is there. Lock and key is with the proper officer. Lock is within the lock will be there in the warehouse only. Key will be there with the proper officer. Basically, he will go ahead and maintain that. Basically, he'll lock the goods in the special warehouse and he will not allow anyone to enter or remove the goods from the warehouse without permission. Always remember, these people has to maintain record, these people has to maintain record, and here physical control will be there. In case of any violation, 58B comes, which goes ahead and says that the cancellation of the license will be done when licensee contravenes the provision of the act, rules or regulation and breaches the condition of license. Principal commissioner who gave you the license will go ahead and he may cancel the license after providing an opportunity of being heard. Pending an inquiry, principal commissioner will suspend the operation and he will go ahead and do the inquiry. And after inquiry and during suspension, remember, no goods shall be deposited during suspension. And after the inquiry has got over, either he will allow you to continue as a warehouse keeper or he can go ahead and say your license has been cancelled. And once the license has been cancelled, all the goods have to be removed from the warehouse. Within how many days, everyone? 7 days. So what are the three sections we learned it now? We went ahead and learned section number 57, public warehouse, 58, private warehouse, 58A, special warehouse, and 58B, where your license can be cancelled. Now, the next section over here is, sir, my goods have come in the custom port. Now, we'll go ahead and understand. Sir, my goods have come in the custom port. Sir, goods will be with the custodian for 30 days. Either within 30 days, you transship it, or you clear for home consumption, or you send it to the warehouse. If you don't do that, then custodian was empowered to go ahead and give you a notice, and he will take proper officer permission, and he will go ahead and he will sell off the goods and recover his dues. Right, everyone? So, sir, don't do all those things. When your goods have come, please go ahead and file a bill of entry under section number 46, which is an into bond bill of entry. Now, when you are filing an into bond bill of entry, you will do your self-assessment. Always remember one thing, section number 59 comes, which says that warehousing bond has to be given, which is 3 times of the self-assessed duty, and you'll bind yourself to comply with all the provision of the act, rules or regulation, and to pay on or before the due date specified in the notice all the duties. You are going ahead and telling, sir, on or before the due date of, basically when you go ahead and issue me notice, whatever duties, interest, fines, etc. you're telling, I am binding myself, I will go ahead and pay. Otherwise, bond will be given with the bank guarantee. Please go ahead and release the bank guarantee and take your money. everyone, they are going ahead and telling over here 3 times of the self-assessed duty which is there. You have to bind yourself to comply with all the provision of the Act, rules and regulation, and to pay on or before the due date specified in the notice all the duties and interest, and to pay penalty and fines for contravention of the provisions of the Act, rules or regulation. It says AC or DC may also permit you to go ahead and give a general bond. Basically, this is known as a consignment bond, and he can also allow you to give a continuity bond which is there for a period of 6 months or 1 year. It says with respect to goods imported over a specified period, which can be 6 months or 1 year. And it says bond will continue even if you transfer from one warehouse to another warehouse. And if goods are transferred to another person, remember, if you do a bond to bond transfer, always the transferee has to go ahead and give a fresh bond. I went ahead and told you about section number 57. Section number 57 went ahead and told, sir, public warehouse 58, private warehouse 58A, special warehouse 58B, warehouse ka license can be cancelled 59, warehousing bond. Now comes section number 60, that officer will go ahead and check your assessment which was done. Automated clearances are also given. Sir, officer will go ahead and check your bond with the basically bill of entry which you have filed into bond bill of entry along with the bond, and if he finds all the self-assessment etc is done correctly, and then he will go ahead and give a section number 60 में warehousing का order. Always remember one thing, he will go ahead and give a warehousing order where he will permit you to remove the goods from the custom station. E-clearance orders are also given nowadays on the basis of custom. Automated system will go ahead and give you on the basis of your risk analysis basically. Can we go ahead everyone? And now you can take your goods and store it in a public warehouse or private warehouse or Baba special warehouse. Remember one thing, when your goods are going to the warehouse, if they are going to the public warehouse or private warehouse, in that scenario, because in that scenario, always remember e-waybill will be required. But when it is going to a special warehouse, because custom department officer is always there along, in that scenario, e-waybill is not required. And remember one thing, only dutiable goods can be stored in a warehouse. Where duty is not there, those goods they don't allow to store in a custom warehouse. So we learned 57, 58, 58A, 57, 58, 58A, 58B, 59. 60 May clearance order is given. Remember one thing, from the clearance order, the time limit for the warehousing period starts. So section number 61 comes now, which goes in and talks about the warehousing period. Remember one thing, if you are a 100% export oriented unit, you are an electronic hardware technology park, software technology park, or you are a unit which is availing what? Manufacturing facility, then for you the warehousing period is still clearance. No problem, you can keep the goods till clearance. Extension is not required, and any interest etc will not be levied because sir, because other cases may 90 days may if you don't clear the goods, then the interest is levied. But in case you have gone, you are a 100% EOU, ESTP, STP, or unit availing manufacturing facility, till clearance you can keep the goods. Extension is not required, and sir, interest also will not be applicable. But other than that, normal people they have gone ahead and told, other than those people, they are telling for you can store up to 1 year from the warehousing order. Remember one thing, 1 year is not from into bond, 1 year is not from into bond, 1 year is from warehousing order. 1 year has to be seen from warehousing order. You are given maximum time limit of 1 year. Maximum time limit is 1 year, and 1 year can be extended also. Means maximum 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. They can keep on extending. And sir, interest free period is only 90 days. 90 days from which date? Remember in your custom, 90 days has to be seen from the warehousing order. After 90 days, the interest will start. Are we all clear till here? And then it says no custom duty payable on clearance if then no interest will be payable. For an example, when you deposited the goods, the rate of duty was 10%, but when you filed an ex-bond bill of entry, that time the rate of duty was 0%. Baba, 0% means zero custom. At the time of depositing, duty was there. So they deposited dutiable goods. But at the time of clearance, the duty became 0. So Baba, when you are paying 0, interest on 0 will be also 0. Interest also will not be payable. But remember one thing, everyone. People tell me one thing. If I go ahead and this is the into bond and this is the warehousing order. Warehousing order say how many months I can deposit, everyone? Supposing they allowed me to deposit for 4 months. They will allow me to deposit for 4 months. And remember one thing. If 90 days are getting over here, Baba, 90 days are getting over here only. If I go ahead and clear over here, I just have to pay the duty. Interest is not payable. I just have to pay the duty. I don't have to pay the interest. Sir, if I go ahead and clear over here, okay, tell me one thing. This is the into bond bill of entry, rate of duty and rate of exchange. Here I will file ex bond bill of entry, rate of duty, and rate of exchange. Supposingly the goods ka value is $10,000. In $10,000, Baba, can you tell me rate of exchange is the earliest bill? So rate of exchange will always be this, which is the into bond. Supposing the rate of exchange is over here 70 and here is 75. Which one will take? 70. Sir, rate of duty, which one will take? Sir, here it is 10% and here it is 15%. Sir, rate of duty is always deferred and here it will come 15%. Anyone, any doubt till here? But sir, tell me one thing, is there any interest which will be payable? Interest will not be payable. Sir, supposingly I don't clear within 90 days, I cleared over here because it is within the permissible limit. Again, sir, $10,000 into rate of exchange will be 70 only. Rate of duty, here you filed ex bond, right everyone? On the date of ex bond bill of entry, rate of duty supposingly was 20%. Which one will you apply, everyone? Rate of duty will be on the date of duty is always Baba. Duty is always deferred. Deferred means ex bond bill of entry. Which one will you apply? 20%. Can I go ahead, everyone? Banu. Yes, everyone. 20%. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, sir, supposing the time period is gone. And now if I go ahead and file one ex bond bill of entry, it is called what, everyone? Improper removal. In this scenario, if the rate of duty is supposingly 5% over here, the rate of duty will be applicable as on the last day. The last day on when the goods has to be cleared, the last day will be your goods were allowed to be stored for how many months? 4 months, and the last day is over here. On this day, whatever rate of duty was there, that will be applicable in case of improper removal. Sir, after 90 days, if I am clearing here, will I have to pay interest also? Yes. If I am clearing over here, will I have to pay interest also? Yes. Remember one thing, interest has to be paid from the period after 90 days. If you are clearing over here, this many days ka interest. If you are clearing over here, this many days ka interest. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? Please do a question on this and go. Very, very important. If you clear within 90 days, interest is not payable. After 90 days, interest is always payable till the date of clearance. Sir, if goods are not removed within the permitted time, it's an improper removal. Rate of duty will be as on the date of deemed removal, means the last day when you should have cleared the goods. On that day, whatever the duty was there, that will be applicable. Section number 15.1b is not applicable in case of improper removal because 15.1b told ex bond bill of entry may whatever rate of duty is there, that you have to apply. But in case of improper removal, the last day when the goods should have been cleared, that take a rate of duty will be applied. I hope it is clear. People, we went ahead and understood section number 57, public warehouse 58, private warehouse 58A, special warehouse 58B, license cancellation. Sir, 59, bond 60, warehousing order 61, warehousing order say time limit always. Sir, 61 warehousing period, 62 and 63 is omitted. 64 which is there goes ahead and talks about your rights, owner right to deal with the warehouse goods. You can go ahead and inspect the goods, deal with their containers to prevent loss, deterioration or damage. You can sort the goods or you can show the goods for sale also. Are we clear, everyone? You can sort out the goods, you can also go ahead and show the goods for sale. Then everyone, section number 65 comes that when you have gone ahead and stored your goods in a warehouse and you want to manufacture in a warehouse with the permission of the principal commissioner or commissioner, you can go ahead and do the warehouse manufacturing. You know what you thought? You thought you will get the goods out from outside India, put it in a warehouse, don't pay any duty, manufacture the goods and export. No duty is payable at all. Can we go ahead, everyone? And hence, but remember one thing, if you have done the manufacturing in a warehouse and you are going ahead and exporting it, no duty is payable on the imported material used. But if any waste is generated, destroy the waste and no duty will be payable. But if waste is cleared in the domestic tariff area, in India, if you basically cleared in India, then paid a duty on the waste or refuse as if waste or refuse was imported. For an example, imported material pay rate of duty is 20%, but waste pay rate of duty is 5%. So they will imagine that you had imported waste and rate of duty payable will be 5% on the waste or refuse. But sir, if I go ahead and make in the warehouse and clear it in India, remember one thing, if it is cleared in India, import duty on imported material used in the finished good, whatever imported material was used in the finished goods which are cleared in India, on that imported material, whatever duty was payable, you have to pay now. Plus, whatever the waste or refuse is generated, on that also in the waste and refuse, they are telling over here, custom duty is payable on the imported material which is there in the waste and refuse. So imported material in such waste or refuse, imported material pay rate of duty is 20%, waste or refuse for 5%. How much duty you have to pay? They will imagine as if this waste or refuse may how much imported material is there. Imported material pay what rate of duty? 20%. You will have to pay 20%. Are we clear, everyone? The next one over here is section number 65 done. Section number 66 is total bakwas. Section number 67 says you can transfer the goods from one warehouse to another warehouse into bond, ex bond, bill of entry, etc. Not required. No duties payable. Same bond will continue. Section number 68 goes ahead and says that, sir, you do one thing. You go ahead and file one bill of entry for home consumption. Section number 68 says file a bill of entry for home consumption, file an that is ex-bond bill of entry, do the assessment, pay the duty, clearance order will be given, and bond will be cancelled and returned to you. Remember one thing, before clearance for home consumption, you can relinquish the title and you don't have to pay the duty. Relinquishment of title also can be done for the goods within the warehouse and you don't have to pay any duty. Remember one thing, if offensive goods, then you will not be allowed to relinquish the title. Everyone over here, I went ahead and told you about public warehouse, private warehouse, special warehouse, 58A and 58B cancellation. 59, I went ahead and told you about bond, 3 times the amount of the duty you have to give the bond. 60, clearance order. 61, warehousing period. Baba, interest period is only 90 days. Can I go ahead, everyone? Warehousing period came 62, 63 is not there. 64 is owner's right. 65 is manufacturing facility. 66 came, which is total bakwas. 67 goes ahead and says transfer from one warehouse to another warehouse. 68, everyone, clearance for home consumption. File an ex-bond bill of entry, pay the duty, whichever is there, and they will give you a clearance order, and you can take the goods and come home under section number 68. 69, everyone, you can go ahead and export the goods. If warehouse goods, you go ahead and export, direct export. So you went ahead and got the goods, put it in the warehouse, reverse. You got the goods, you put it in the warehouse, and now you are going ahead and exporting. Without payment, bond will be cancelled. You can export without payment, bond will be cancelled and returned. You have to file a shipping bill plus export duty if any has to be paid. Clearance order is also possible. E-clearance order on the basis of custom automated system will give on the basis of your risk profile. And it says no ex-bond bill of entry also required. Directly you can go ahead and export from. Are we clear, everyone? So I am going ahead and telling either you clear for home consumption or you go ahead and export, or you can also transfer it from one warehouse to another warehouse. Section number 70 goes ahead and says, section number 69 is done, right? 67 done, 68 done, 69 done. What is section number 70, everyone? Section number 70 goes ahead and talks about volatile goods. Allowance in case of volatile goods. Supposing you have got alcohol from outside India, or might be you have got some petroleum products, etc., which have evaporated, then they are going ahead and telling warehouse goods at the time of taking the delivery found deficit in quantity on account of natural loss. The ACDC may remit the duty, means he can go ahead and tell you, for an example, 1000 liters alcohol you got, now only 990 liters are lying, then he will go ahead and tell you, you can pay the duty only on the remaining goods which are there. Goods are but goods should be notified under this section having regards to the volatility. Then you have to pay only on the goods which are remaining after natural loss. Then comes section number 71. Section number 71 says, please don't remove the goods except as told in section number 67, transferring from one warehouse to another. 68, home consumption. 69, export, or as told in the Act. Sir, what if I don't follow section number 71, whatever is telling? Then section number 72 will come and say that goods are deemed to be improperly removed. Goods improperly removed from the warehouse. Always remember one thing, when they are removed in contravention of section number 71, means you have not gone ahead and transferred from one warehouse to another warehouse. Sir, if you are not cleared for home consumption, if you have not exported, or if you have not done as told in the act or rules, then what you have done is improper removal. Or if you don't remove the goods after the permitted period or the extended period which was given, if you have not cleared the goods, when you are clearing, it will be deemed as improper removal. So it says when they are removed after the expiry of the warehousing period, or when the goods with respect to which bond is executed and which have not been cleared for home consumption or exported are not accounted for to the satisfaction of proper officer. What they are telling, when goods with respect to which bond is executed and which have not been cleared for home consumption, you have not cleared for home consumption also, you have not exported also, and they are not accounted to the satisfaction of the proper officer. He is telling you have not cleared it, you have not exported. Where are the goods? You have not accounted for properly. Then you will say those goods which are missing, I will deem that you have gone ahead and improperly removed those goods. Whenever it's a scenario of improper removal, remember, proper officer will demand the full amount of duty immediately along with interest, fine, and penalties. Here we are done with your chapter of warehousing. Warehousing में section number 73, 73A is there, which is total bakwas. People, Warehousing, section number 57, public warehouse, 58, private warehouse, 58A, special warehouse, 58B, cancellation of license, 59, warehousing ka bond, 60 everyone, warehousing order, 61 warehousing period, 90 days without any interest you can store. Remember, till the time they will give you maximum 1 year. Supposing they give you warehousing period of 4 months, remember 90 days is interest free. After that, when you clear, you have to pay interest. And sir, if I don't clear the goods within the warehousing period, after that, if I clear, it's an improper removal. Rate of duty as on the date of the last day when you should have cleared the goods, that day ka rate of duty will apply. This is most important for exam. And then we came to section number 62, 63 is not there, 64 is owner's right, 65 is manufacturing, 66 total bakwas, 67 transfer from one warehouse to another warehouse, 68 home consumption, 69 export, 70 volatility, 71 what is proper removal basically, and 72 what is improper removal. Remember, 72 is also a good section, 61 is a good section, 72 is a good section. Then Baba, manufacturing facility wala point which I have told you is also a good section. This is a, in my opinion, not a B, not a Baba, in between somewhere. You can call it a B graded chapter. 4 marks is something which I expect out of this chapter, but don't leave this chapter. They can ask you a question on calculation. Now, I'll tell you the favorite question which is there is rate of duty. People, calculation of, first of all, they will tell you to calculate the CI value. First, you calculate the CI value. On the CI value, what will be the duty? Are we clear? On the duty, they will go ahead and ask you rate of duty, which rate of duty will apply. Then they will go ahead and ask. First, they will tell you to calculate custom duty in case of warehouse goods. Plus, they will also tell you to calculate interest. This is the favorite question which comes out of this chapter. I'll go ahead and close my revision on the chapter of